Hello, it's Julie from Lady Bits, and I'm so excited to be providing a new hyperpressive informational updated video today. You might notice that I've taken down every single hyperpressive video I had on my channel up to this point, and that's because I was self-taught. I was teaching myself the technique based on other videos I was watching, but I did not have the full in-depth understanding of the actual technique because I had not yet had a chance to take a course because I had yet to find one offered here in the United States. Yay! I'm fresh off a course. I've just finished my very first course with the creator of Low Pressure Fitness, Ms. Tamara Real, from Spain. I'm inspired, I'm informed, I'm educated, and now we're gonna do it correctly. So I've taken down every video I had because now that I know the meaning behind every single pose, posture, cue, progression in terms of level 1, now I can present this information fully correctly. And so, like in a good therapist, when you learn that you've been doing something wrong, it's time to leave the old habits and bring in new habits so that we can all do them correctly. Now, so much of what I learned this weekend taught me that it's really best if you can work directly with someone who's certified in low pressure fitness, someone who's had the specific training. I thought I understood what it was until I went to the course and realized, oh my gosh, I was so far from understanding fully how to do everything correctly, which means although I gained a lot of benefits from what I had been practicing, I didn't come close to getting all the benefits of doing it correctly. There is research to support every single joint position, angle, activation, and intention behind the very specific poses that Tamara created. The really exciting thing about hyperpressive exercises or low pressure fitness is this is the one and only form of exercise created for a woman's body. Historically, looking back on time, everything was created by men that women were eventually allowed to do. This is the one thing created for a woman's body, for her needs, for her organs, for her blood flow, for her posture, for her breathing, for the alignment, for the core, for the pelvic floor, for everything. And I learned that in Spain. This is standard protocol that you have your baby and you go to low pressure. It's standard, and I'm so disappointed to know that America, we are so far behind. So although it would be best for you to do this with a certified trainer, let's be real, there's hardly any of us here in America. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these instructional videos, both specifically for my patients who I've worked with to go back and review in case they need a little extra pointers, or they forget anything I told them, or they wanna go through the process at home. But I am including this obviously to the masses because for those women like myself who are really looking for information on how to do this correctly, I was so frustrated that I could not find really clear, defined instructional videos. So at the very least, if you live in some town where there is no low pressure fitness certified instructor, I'm hoping that these videos can be helpful for you. So here are the rules. There are contraindications. This is not appropriate for every single person. This is not meant to be done if you're already pregnant because there is a breath holding component. The apnea or the breath hold is not appropriate if you're pregnant. You can practice the poses, you can practice the posture, you can practice the 3 warm-up breaths, but if you're pregnant, do not hold your breath. This is also not for those with any form of heart disease. The instructor advised that if you have a mental illness, this may not be appropriate for you. If you're on any medications that contraindicate or contradict what we're going to be doing with this low pressure fitness, always review that with your doctor. If you have an IUD, make sure you've seen your OBGYN. Make sure that they have confirmed that it is correctly positioned where you want it to be. So all these things are really important. Going down my list, stomach or intestinal inflammation, because that would hurt. We're creating a vacuum, we're moving things up and down. If you already have an inflammatory issue going on in your stomach, this really isn't the right thing for you. High blood pressure. This is not meant to be done for anyone who has high blood pressure. Again, there's a breath holding component. So that's just not something you want to be doing if you have high blood pressure. Obviously, I'm looking at my notes from the course. And that is everything. Pulmonary diseases included. So if you have any kind of COPD, this may not be right for you. So under the list of pulmonary diseases. So now that we've covered who this is not right for, who is this right for? This is for every woman. This is for every woman who wants to get everything back in alignment to feel like she owns her body again. This is appropriate and wonderful for women with prolapse. This really lifts the organs. So it's great for the GI, the intestinal mobility. It's great for all that stuff. So if you're a woman, this is great for you. If you're a man, this is still being used for men. If you're an athlete, this is great for you. This is a great form of fitness to apply after an intense workout. If you've been doing CrossFit or running or something really intense, to stop and practice hypopressives for 15 minutes to clear the pressure out of the abdominal region, this is perfect for you. Please do not practice this if you just had a meal. This is not appropriate to be doing right before bedtime. And please stay hydrated. You should be drinking before, during, and after these exercises. So now that we've covered all of that, it's time to break it down and build up our practice. So step 1 in hypopressive is acknowledging that the ribs have to move. We're doing diaphragmatic breathing, and as I've been teaching women how to do this, I find that so many women's ribs do not move. They're stuck. I can't get them to open. So step 1 before you actually do a hypopressive practice is to give yourself a 5-minute belly rub. It's going to free up the diaphragm a little bit. It's just going to get all the visceral mobility where you want it, so that when you go to create your vacuum later, it's easier to get your ribs moving, and it's easier to get your intestines up and lifted. So if you've watched this, the next appropriate video to watch would be the stomach massage video, because it's really great to give yourself a little tummy massage right before you go into your hypopressive practice. That's it for this video. Look forward to a whole bunch more coming through, and we're going to build this up progressively, safely, with the right intention. I'm so excited to be doing this with you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.